sensitivity. He is the evangelist who speaks the most about the poor, the outcasts, the sick, women and children. He paints the portrait of a Savior who deeply cares for those society ignores. And this compassionate gaze reveals much about Luke's heart. A man attuned to the pain of others, capable of seeing God's hand at work in human wounds. The answer is simple but powerful: an encounter with the truth. Luke heard about Jesus Christ through the apostles and early disciples, and what to many sounded like madness, a God who became man, died on a cross, and rose on the third day, was to Luke the revelation of the greatest healing of all, the healing of the human soul. He investigated the accounts thoroughly. He spoke with eyewitnesses. He listened to the stories of those who had walked side by side with the Messiah. His analytical mind demanded evidence, and that's exactly what he found: living proof, transformed hearts, disciples willing to die for the truth they proclaimed. Thus Luke surrendered, not by emotion but by conviction, and that solid faith became the driving force of his entire life from that point on. Throughout his journey, Luke became an indispensable companion to Paul, the apostle to the Gentiles. This relationship changed Luke's life forever. Together, they faced relentless persecution, were stoned, beaten, unjustly imprisoned, and tried before Roman authorities. In every letter from Paul, we feel the quiet and faithful presence of Luke. In the darkest moments, when most companions abandoned Paul to save themselves, Luke remained. When Paul, old and imprisoned in Rome, wrote his final letter, he did not mention crowds around him. Only one presence stood out: "Only Luke is with me." This brief verse is a powerful portrait of Luke's character, a loyal friend to the end, someone who chose the company of suffering out of love for the gospel. He wasn't there for gain or applause, but for love for Christ and for the brethren. Luke wasn't content to merely accompany, he also recorded. His gospel is one of the most complete, detailed, and sensitive. In it, we find unique accounts, such as the childhood of Jesus, the parable of the Good Samaritan, and the story of the prodigal son. He